Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Cover Wars, the podcast where we find you the best covers of a popular song. I'm your host, aJaX.
I'm your co-host, Seth.
And today we will be covering
BOYZ II's Water Runs Dry.
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
And we don't even know what we argue about. Cover Wars, the podcast where we find you the top 3 covers of our popular song. We pull from a curated playlist of 20 different versions. We reveal our top 5 favorites, then we battle it out in a cover war, where we reveal what we've determined, culminating in the best cover ever of a popular song.
All right, Seth, so I'm very curious. Why did you choose the song? Of all the BOYZ II songs that you could have possibly chose, why did you choose Water Runs Dry?
Well, I'm sure it helped that I watched a video on Facebook about it, but
Okay.
Actually, it is my favorite BOYZ II song, and I wanted to have like an R&B 90s kind of feel coming into season 2, so...
I like it. It definitely took me back. I admit it's been quite a while since I've even heard that song, but wow, yeah. During that time when it came out, I mean that was a genre that I played all the time. Like I was huge into R&B at the time, growing up. Just trying to find my zone, find my lane. So very cool. It took me way back, and I'm excited to get into our top 5 picks for the best cover of Water Runs Dry. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay, Seth. I got to ask you, what is your number 5?
Now, I will butcher this, and I apologize.
It's okay.
Batma music, Amateo? Amateo?
Oh, yeah. It's not, you didn't butcher it too bad. I'm going to go with Bata music. And Amateo. Yeah, Amateo. Amateo, you did a very good job pronouncing that. That's what I'm going to tell you.
I'm sorry.
Saying that we feel is no longer allowed.
I'm so
All right,
sad.
so Bata music, Amateo, these are Afro beats. So this is from the Afro Beats Lab Volume 6. Afro Beats Lab 6. This was released in September of 2022. Currently, Bata Music is sitting at 350 total monthly listeners. Now, Bata Music is the umbrella for Afrobeats music in general. So these are all compilations. And Omotayo currently sits at 254 monthly listeners. And you could also call him Adelaye Omotayo. He's a versatile R&B soul singer and songwriter known for blending spiritual themes with electronic, alternative R&B, and traditional sounds rooted in South London and Nigerian roots. So, why did you choose Bata Music featuring Omotayo for your number 5?
Honestly, it was the unique interpretation. I thought this had one of the most distinctive sounds of all the takes, and it just really hit me right.
All right. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I like this version. It was different. I thought it was a captivating R&B voice over that Afrobeat sound. So very cool. Way to kick things off here. Number 5, Bata Music featuring Omotayo. All right, Seth, are you ready for my number 5?
I'm so excited.
Okay, get stoked. Here we go. You ready? My number 5 is Natalie Weiss. All right, so Natalie Weiss, this was from the self-titled album Natalie Weiss, released in January of 2011. She was an American Idol Season 4 semifinalist, and she's performed to sold-out audiences at her solo shows in New York City, London, Edinburgh, Toronto, Hamburg, Sydney, Melbourne, many more, currently at 29,000 monthly listeners. I thought her version of Water Runs Dry was just beautifully sung over flawless acoustics and just a fresh perspective on a rare female vocal of the song. So what did you think of Natalie Weiss?
I wrote down what you said. I said laid back acoustic version. I can't quite read my handwriting, but it says something vocals, so I'm sure it was a nice compliment.
All right. I like it. Something vocals, could be anything. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so we are underway here. Seth, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is BOYZ Avenue.
And some just don't know how to change.
Okay, BOYZ Avenue brings me back to my MySpace days. They were all over MySpace, and one of the early YouTube bands and YouTube artists when YouTube was a new platform as well. So here's a little bit about BOYZ Avenue. This version of Water Runs Dry was from the album Cover Sessions Volume 2, recorded in July of 2012. BOYZ Avenue is an American pop rock band formed in Sarasota, that's in Florida, by their brothers, Alejandro, Daniel, and Fabian Manzano. They're famous for their popular YouTube covers and original music since 2007, the birth of YouTube Day years, showcasing acoustic, melodic versions of hits and their own tracks. They have 3.3 million monthly listeners. Still, that's impressive. So why did you choose them for number 4?
I thought it was an amazing sound, great vocals. It had a uniqueness to it as well. I think my top 5 was all unique compared to the other 2 ones on the playlist.
Okay, very cool. All right, Seth, I like that choice. For me, I like them. I thought it was well performed and well sung, acoustic vibes. Again, a lot of these songs are acoustic. This is a slower, lower tempo, obviously, song, Water Runs Dry. So a lot of these are going to be slower in a good way. So I enjoyed it. So very nice. Seth, as Water Runs Dry covers go, are you ready for my number 4?
Can't wait.
Okay, good. I was hoping you'd say something to that effect. My number 4 is Amir.
Some people work things out and some...
AHMIR, Amir. This is from the single released in July of 2016. Amir is a popular Boston-based male R&B vocal group. They're known for their massive YouTube success with covers, well over 100 million total views all across their channel. They're currently sitting at 58,000 monthly listeners. And for me, this is definitely the closest to the original, but I still loved it because they did switch it up a little bit. I ended up moving this one up to the top 5. Originally, it was out of my top 5. And the more I listened to it, I'm like, this has got to be in there. So I thought the soulful tones and harmonies were nailed. And there's a very cool thing they do with the bridge where the music cuts out. And it's just really neat. What they do with their harmonies during that part. And I just love the instrumentation and the piano touches and the whole snare at the end. So, Seth, what did you think of Amir?
I simply wrote down that the bass was unbelievable. But what you said was perfect because there's only a few tracks on this playlist that feature the piano. And I did appreciate those.
Yeah, it's just a nice touch. And yeah, when it's one of the only ones, you do notice it. And so,
Yes.
I thought that was cool. Okay, so just to review real quick, Seth, you have at number 5, Lots of Music with Omotayo. I have Natalie Weiss at my number 5. You have BOYZ Avenue at 4, and I have Amir. So, Seth, what is your number 3?
I went a cappella. The Cliffhangers.
Cliffhangers. All right, here we go. Let's talk of some Cliffhangers right quick. They are, like you said, an a cappella group. They are the UNC Cliffhangers.
All right down the road.
This was from the album House Rules. This was released in April 2011. They're Carolina's oldest a cappella group since being founded in 1977. The Clefs have become a staple of Tar Heel tradition, sitting at 15,000 monthly listeners. Wow. So we do have a good amount. I think 20% of this playlist is a cappella. So, Seth, why did the Cliffhangers fall at number 3 or go all the way up to number 3?
There you go.
Yeah.
So I would say the precision, they were pitch perfect. The vocals were just on point. I really enjoyed how they took some of the elements from the original and then also made it more a cappella as far as the harmonies go. So it was very well done. Very well done.
Yeah, I thought this was not a bad a cappella at all. The group, for me, though, was stronger than the lead vocals. I thought the harmonies really, really came through on the track, though. I thought it was really nice. And I like the way that you worked in Pitch Perfect when we're talking about an acapella group. It's good.
Little nod there.
Okay, yeah. All right. So, Seth, would you like to know what my number 3 is?
It better be a good one.
Oh, it will be. You'll see. You know why it's going to be a good one?
Why?
Because we have a match.
Sweet.
My number 3 is BOYZ Avenue.
We don't even know what we argue about.
The aforementioned, yeah, I just thought it was just well sung and well performed. The acoustic harmonies were so well executed, just very well produced too. And then the inflections and runs are all done with a lot of thought and care. So it's not like they just threw it together in a night. You can tell they were like really honed in on how the song should sound in their voices. So yes, BOYZ Avenue, we have a match.
Yay.
Very, very cool. Absolutely. All right, Seth. So now that we've got a match, do you think we'll get any more?
Maybe.
Let's see. Seth, what is your number 2?
Were you asking about matches?
Oh, yeah. I was wondering, are we going to have a match?
So there's Natalie Weiss or Weiss at number
Natalie
2.
Weiss, number 2 for you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause saying how we feel is no longer allowed.
So why did you choose Natalie Weiss for your number 2?
There's something about this take that was so relaxing and it's just inviting. And I don't know, like I said, my top 5, I feel like are very unique to the other ones on the playlist. And there's something about this version that I just thought stood out.
Well, especially since it was a female vocal. It's funny how few there were altogether.
Yeah.
I think maybe there was 2 or 3 in this playlist.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, by the way, if you want to hear the playlist that we're talking about, they're going to be in the description below. So go check them out. And I just love that you have Natalie at number 2. That's great. I almost had her a little further up, but I'm like, okay, I got to have her in the 5. But some of my other ones here bumped her back. So let's get on with it, Seth. Are you ready for my number 2?
I am so ready.
Oh, good. Seth, my number 2 is Will Gittins and T.A. Thomas.
Don't even say I love you no more.
And this was from the Acoustic Covers 3 album, released just this year in January 2025. Originally from Trinidad, Will Gittins is a multi-instrumentalist and singer, as well as a social media influencer who established himself on Vine. Remember Vine? 6-second videos.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's where he had more than 1.6 million followers when the app was shut down. So how unfortunate for him that Vine went away, but he's still doing okay. He's got 251,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
Wow.
So I loved this version. He has a silky smooth and soulful voice. It's over a faintly quiet acoustic guitar, which just made the vocal sound even smoother. And I just thought this was just such an impressive version. So what did you think of Will Gittins and T.A. Thomas?
Well, again, I can't read my handwriting, but I think what it says is the wonderful voices, precision, and great vocals. I'm not sure what I wrote down there, but I really enjoyed that one.
Okay. All right.
I'll do better next week.
No, it's all good. So just a little review here for Seth. At number 5, he's got Bata Music with Omotayo. At number 4, he's got BOYZ Avenue. At number 3, The Clefhangers. And at number 2, Natalie Weiss. I've got Natalie Weiss at number 5. At number 4, I've got Amir. At number 3, BOYZ Avenue. And my number 2 is Will Gittins with T.A. Thomas. Okay, Seth. Here we go. Let's just do this, okay? What is your number 1?
Luisito Gomez.
We might watch our own lives pass us by.
Seth, I gotta say, I am shocked and chagrined. I was not expecting this at all. But let's talk about Luisito Gomez, okay? Luisito Gomez and Calais 107. This is from a single released just this year, a couple months back in October. Luisito Gomez, or Luis Gomez, is a Dominican-American musician, arranger, record producer, and band leader. He began his training as a pianist at age 5. Very talented. Currently at 34,000 monthly listeners. Seth, why did you choose Luisito Gomez for your number one version of Water Runs Dry?
I like the uniqueness of this. This is a very Latin song styling. It reminded me of Latin jazz, which I just adore. It was just so beautifully done. I had simply written down that it was just great music. I mean, the beat was infectious. The horns were amazing. The vocals going in and out of Spanish and English were just beautiful. It's just this was by far my favorite take of this playlist.
I love it. And you can see the video on our saved playlist that we've got also in the description. So check out the video they did for it too. I got to tell you, I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it not nearly as much as you, but I did enjoy it. I appreciate the English-Spanish transition throughout the song. I always love it when artists do that, when they're bilingual and they can bring their Latin roots into like an English version crossover and mix it up. I really enjoy that. However, the only thing I didn't appreciate about the song, and this is a lot of Latin music for me, and that's just me, it's just my personal taste, is that the music just overpowers the lyrics at times. And a lot of Latin music is like that. Like, that's the point. You want to hear the music, you want to hear the horns and everything. But for me personally, as somebody who just really wants to hear those lyrics shine through, I get a little too distracted when it comes to the music overpowering the vocals. So that's just a me thing. But I love that that's your number one, though. That's very cool, because I will also have a different number one than you. And Seth, are you ready for it, though? Are you ready for my number one?
I'm ready to be surprised.
And you will be, because my number one is an artist that has, at the time of this recording, 1,110 monthly listeners, and that is Chad Hatcher.
We don't even talk anymore.
Chad Hatcher. This was from a single released in February of 2015. Chad Hatcher, a talented musician from Canada who has had a big impact on the hip-hop and alternative hip-hop scenes. Now, I will also mention that I didn't think I had the right Chad Hatcher. I'm like, that can't be, based on the song, the version of Water Runs Dry that I heard. It sounded almost more country. But yeah, so this is just like an original take for me that it just really pays off, because it's almost a hip-hop country fusion. It's just like that weird fusion, but it sounds... for me, it's like a hidden gem. This is somebody who I don't think many people have heard of him. It was definitely going to be my number one, and to see how few people have ever heard of him, it just makes me think about how many artists just go undiscovered, how many talented musicians and artists there are out there that just don't get discovered like they should. And I found this version to be incredible. What did you think of Chad Hatcher?
I said fun, almost country rendition. It's a very different take. I'm surprised it didn't make my top 5. It's a lot of fun. It's a good vocal, and it's easy to listen to.
I love it. All right. I will also say I am very surprised to make your top 5 either, and disappointed, but I'll get over it and I'll not cry, because we have our honorable mentions to go, and we'll see if any of our non-matched top 5s get mentioned in our honorable mention segment that we now have after our 5. And after our honorable mentions, then we will battle it out in a cover war to reveal the top 3 quintessential cover versions of Water Runs Dry. Also, stay tuned to the end of the show. We will let you know if any of these cover songs are better than BOYZ II Men's version of Water Runs Dry. We're gonna go ahead at the end of the show. We'll reveal if any of these have beat BOYZ II Men's version. Have they usurped the original R&B mainstays of BOYZ II Men?
Good word, by the way.
Usurp? I love that word. It's fun. Okay, so there's another verb I could use, but I don't want to use that word. I want to use usurp. Okay, so Seth, gotta know. We'll start with honorable mentions for you, 10 through 6. What's your number 10?
My number 10 is no surprise, Will Gittins and T.A.
All right.
Thomas.
Nice. What'd you like about Will Gittins and T.A.?
I really honestly, I just thought it was a really smooth track. I can't really say that much more than what I've already said about it. It's really pleasant.
Okay.
And the more and more I listened to it, the more I wanted to put it up on my list. So it would have worked itself up if I had a few more weeks.
All right. Very cool. Okay. So what is your number 9?
My number 9 is no surprise, Chad Hatcher.
Hey, Chad Hatcher. Who's that? Oh, yeah. The one I just talked about. Very cool. Okay. So I think we covered Chad. Let's go to number 8 for you.
Number 8 is another acapella, Circle of Fifths.
Okay. Circle of Fifths. Hey, you're a musician. Do you know what the Circle of Fifths is when relating to music?
So I would imagine, I wanted to look this up in case I did know it, and I just wanted to test myself, but I didn't look it up. So I'd imagine it's the 5th note, and it's a circle of people doing the 5th note, is what I'm imagining.
Well, I'll tell you that it is the Circle of Fifths is a visual music theory tool showing relationships between 12 keys organized by fifths.
Okay,
so
yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
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 So the acapella group is UC Irvine's oldest acapella group. So they're sitting at just 70 total monthly listeners. So very cool that you give them some love. Circle of Fifths. And at your number 8, what's your number 7?
Number 7 is, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Rhine?
It could be, I would say Rain, but it could be Rain.
Okay.
I didn't look up the pronunciation.
I apologize. I tried to, but I didn't have enough time.
Okay, it's all good. I'll tell you about Rain or Rhine. I'm going to go with Rain just because that's the way I would say
that's
it.
Fine. That's fine.
From album covers Volume 9, released earlier this year in May. R&B pop and Christian artist who now performs under Rain L. So very cool. 458,000 monthly listeners still under his original Rain. And now he's got the reign of Rain L. And that's almost at 100,000. So yeah, he's a popular dude. What did you like about Rain?
It was really in his pocket. The vocals are great. And it sounded wonderful. So it was easy for him to translate this song, I think. And the way it came over was really pleasant.
Nice. Okay. So what is your final honorable mention at number 6?
Another one, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation. Another one. It's the, is it Katinas or Katniss?
Katinas. Yeah, Katinas. Okay, so Katinas, this was from the album called Love Chapter, released in January of 2013. They're a contemporary Christian music group. They're a family of 5 brothers born in American Samoa. So at 35,000 monthly listeners. Very cool. All right, Seth, you ready for my honorables?
I am.
All right, here are my honorables. At number 10, I've got Duke Sims. Doobie Duke Sims from the album Unreleased Release, which is such a great album title. Came out in January of 2023. Doobie Duke Sims, Dwayne Sims, is a Brooklyn-based artist known as the lead singer and multi-instrumentalist for the rock band Shinobi Ninja, but has also become a successful fashion designer with his brand Snow Milk. At 265 monthly listeners. I just thought it was a smooth and soulful acoustic rock take. Surprisingly good. Last minute and a half is really impressive on that track, so check that out. And that bleeds off our playlist after the original BOYZ II Men song on Spotify. Mm-hmm. My number 9 is Rain. And I just thought it was effortless. It was a sweet, smooth vocal that it just does a great job infusing the bridge to the chorus. So very nice. My number 8 is Bata Music with Omoteo or Omotaya. Captivating R&B voiceover, that Afrobeat sound. It was unique, and I loved the notes at the end. That was super solid all the way through, even with that annoying tag at the beginning. I don't know what the tag was, but it was for Bata Music. You know, like all the best music. Another one, you know, all the tags they have to do for their. It's like, come on, like we don't need these tags. Anyway, then at number 7, I've got Circle of Fifths. So this was the UC Irvine's acapella group. This was my favorite of the acapellas on here. I thought it was great. Love the harmonies and percussion sounds they made, and gets even better that halfway mark and just doesn't look back. So very cool stuff there. And I thought that the lead vocalist was very good too. And my number 6 was the Katinas. So we have a direct match at our number 6. So that might play a hand later. We'll see. But yeah, I just thought the finger snaps, the production value add to this one. When the harmonies come in, it just solidifies its placement here. Some of the best on the list. So great. Love this version. But ultimately, I got bumped out of my top 5. It was in my 5. And I got
It's a
bumped out,
match.
so. Oh, yeah. All right, Turkey Lady. Let's battle it out now. So this is interesting. This is one of those where it's just like kind of all over the place. It's a little bit tough. We have 2 matches within the top 5. You have Natalie Weiss at number 2. I've got Natalie Weiss at number 5. We have BOYZ Avenue. You have BOYZ Avenue at 4. I've got BOYZ Avenue at 3. Here is my line of thinking. Because BOYZ Avenue both placed the highest, even though 3 and 4 is 7 and 2 and 5 is 7, BOYZ Avenue for me is the winner so far. What do you think about that? And having Natalie at 2.
I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that one because they're 2 great renditions.
Okay, and now I'm gonna leave the hardest part up to you. What's number 3, Seth? Because
I think it's the Katinas.
Big Katinas. So Katinas weren't even in our 5 though. So do we want to try to dig lots of music?
I messed you up. That's what it is.
That's my fault. So you had them at 5. I had them at 8.
8.
That's 13. But Katina's at 6 and 6. That's 12. Will this be our first completely out of top 5 for both of us in the top 3 if we do this?
I'm thinking so.
I'm thinking we have to do that though. I'm thinking we have to because it's.
Yeah, I mean, it don't make sense. Otherwise, I don't see a way of making sense. So.
All right, Seth,
I hate to do that, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, well, I hate that you didn't have Amir in your top 10. I hate that you didn't have Chad Hatcher in your top 5. But you probably hate that I didn't have Luis Tito Gomez anywhere in my top 10. Well, and I didn't have Circle Fifths in my top 5. So, hey, we're both at fault here. This is why it's cover war. So we're going to stamp this. We're going to make it official.
Well, I mean, it's a matchy match. So we kind of got to put, you know what I mean?
We had a matchy match. You're right. Okay, everybody, here it is. Here are your top 3 cover versions of BOYZ II Men's classic, Water Runs Dry. At number 3, the Katinas. At number 2, Natalie Weiss. And at number 1, the very best cover version of Water Runs Dry by BOYZ II Men, BOYZ Avenue. So congratulations, BOYZ Avenue. And Seth, how did you think we did on today's cover war?
I think you're insane for not having the Luisito Gomez, but that's just my opinion and my taste.
And likewise, Chad Hatcher, and likewise, Amir. Come on. But that's, again, that's my taste versus yours. That's why it's cover war. So we decided to switch things up for this season. We're going to talk about the song now and the artist briefly. But Seth, you chose Water Runs Dry because it's your favorite BOYZ II Men song. You also have a top 5 BOYZ II Men, right?
I currently do, yes.
Okay, we're going to get into that in just a minute. First, I want to give you a little synopsis here about the song. Water Runs Dry is a song by vocal harmony group BOYZ II Men, written and produced by Babyface. Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, that Babyface? Yeah, him. The single was released in April 1995 by Motown as the fourth single from their album 2, released in 1994. Water Runs Dry reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 4 in Canada. Pan-European magazine Music and Media wrote, "This may be another ballad and one with great harmonies, but it is not as sugary as its forerunners. Besides, there's more of a beat behind it and a delightfully lazy wah guitar." Okay, Seth. Are you ready for some trivia?
Oh, yes. Bring it on.
Okay, so I need 3 answers from you, so get ready. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
As mentioned, Water Runs Dry was the 4th proper single from the album 2. Can you name the other 3 official singles from the album 2? And I will give you up to 2 incorrect guesses to get to your 3. It's only fair.
Well,
so what were the other 3 singles from the album 2 that were not Water Runs Dry?
End of the Road.
It was not Into the Road. No, sorry. Into the Road was on
On Bended Knee.
Okay, on the deluxe, but that was on their first. On Bended Knee, that was one of them. Okay, you got two more.
Yeah, I'm running out.
Okay, On Bended Knee was the second single. So Water Runs Dry was the fourth, so you're missing the first and the third single.
You're asking me to go back to when I was a little kid.
It's okay.
I never owned this album. Believe it or not, it was my brothers. Both my brothers had it.
Okay. So the first single was, do you give up? I don't want to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give up because I'm going to make myself look even stupider than I am.
You got one right. That's impressive. I should give you credit for that, and credit to where credit is due. On Bended Knee was the second single, so you got that one. The first single off of 2 was I'll Make Love to You.
Okay.
Then was On Bended Knee, and then was the song Thank You. Now, it's a little confusing because later on, BOYZ II Men released a song called Thank You in Advance, too. So they have 2 thank you songs. But Thank You, also a great song. And then there was an unofficial, there was an unofficial single that was it was released as a radio single, not a proper single. So Vibin' was number 5. Vibin'.
Can I tell you a quick story real quick?
Please do, because I want to hear from you what your top 5
BOYZ II Men songs are. I was driving into work, and I used to have like a badge, like a slide in for the opening of the garage at work. And I rolled down my window, and I was blaring I'll Make Love to You from their Greatest Hits album. And this woman was walking right next to the car, and she's like just staring at me like.
That's hilarious. That is funny.
That moment was something else.
Did she think that you were playing it for her? Is that why?
Yes, she thought I was playing it for her. I was just listening to the Greatest Hits album, and I was like, "Oh."
So it was like the scene from Say Anything with the boombox. Only
yes,
it was your car driving up to your garage with "I'll Make Love to You." That's funny. It's a little more direct than Peter Gabriel, but yeah. Anyway, so wow. All right, that's funny. So Seth, that leads us right into. Now we did pose the question. I'm gonna go through these here on TikTok. We got a huge response. So thank you so much, everybody who follows us on TikTok at Cover Wars and responded to our question. What is your favorite BOYZ II Men song? Before we get into those responses, Seth, starting with number 5, working your way down. What are your top 5 BOYZ II Men songs?
Working my way down. That's going to make it a little more harder to read.
Sorry.
So no, that's fine. It's my notes again. I'm terrible. Okay. So One Sweet Day probably with Mariah Carey.
Very cool. Classic. Yep.
Number 4 would be End of the Road.
Okay.
Number 3 would be On Bended Knee. Number 2 would be Motown Philly. And 1 would be Water Runs Dry. And those would change from time to time because I love them all so much. I mean, I love them all so much.
I love it. Well, mine, your number 2 is my number 1. Motown Philly for me all the way. That song is so good. It's infectious. I could hear it any time of the day. It's so good. All right. So here, I love those. Of course, Water Runs Dry is your favorite. That's why you picked it. But here, so we made the list here of our favorite BOYZ II Men songs on TikTok. What was yours? The audience response, overwhelmingly, number 1, On Bended Knee with 11 of the votes there. So very cool. Number 2, Song for Mama.
Gotcha.
Song for Mama.
Okay.
What a beautiful song that is, too,
yes.
if you haven't heard it. And if you haven't heard it, why? Also, One Sweet Day was at number 3 with 7.
Oh, wow.
On that, yep. And then we also had Motown Philly tied with 7. That was in number 3 tied as well. Into the Road with 7 at number 3. So a lot of responses for those songs. And then let's see what hit number 4. I think I jumbled them up. So we also had Doing Just Fine. Can you remember that song? Doing Just Fine. We've got Please Don't Go. We had a lot of votes for that. And Thank You from the album 2. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So number 6. Do you remember?
I don't think I recall that one.
I don't know if you can pronounce it. If that's how you pronounce it right. That's a funky one. That's some good stuff. Then we've got Let It Snow, the cover of Let It Snow. Water Runs Dry at number 6 as well. and with the votes for that. And then 4 Seasons of Loneliness. That was a popular
Okay.
one. I remember VH1 just played that thing out.
Okay.
Number 7, Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday.
Oh,
So,
yes.
I mean, that for me, that
Uh-huh.
song, that's just so good. That would probably hit my top 5.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Can You Stand the Rain?
Good
Color
song.
of Love. Yeah, Color of Love in there too. Thank You in Advance. And then I'll Make Love to You. So those were all on number 7. So here's some of the others. We're going to sprinkle these in here. What's the Deal? The cover of Yesterday. Hello.
Yeah.
From 2. Rose and a Honeycomb. That was a B-side. In the Still of the Night cover. That one, the acapella. Oh my gosh, that's so
beautiful.
good. And then we had Brainstorming by MC Brains featuring Boyz II Men. Chill Tonight, Don't Be Late, Dear God, Last Rain, Beautiful Women, Little Things, Vibin', the cover of Amazed, I Finally Know What You Want, Never Go Away, and Seth, this one just for you, from How I Met Your Mother, You Just Got Slapped. So, How I Met Your Mother, I'm currently watching that show for the first time through, and I do understand the reference of the slap because I've made it through season 3. But the Just Got Slapped song, I have not reached that yet. So
Okay.
please, people, pretend like it's 2007. Don't tell me anything. All right. Okay, Seth. So very cool. So that was our little synopsis there of the song. Boyz II Men, let's talk a little bit about them. I mean,
If I can
obviously,
interrupt for just a second.
please interrupt me. Gosh.
Yes, there is something I wrote down that I wanted to say. When I was a kid, I was a huge Boyz II Men fan growing up. I loved their vocalist stylizations with different types of singers. They had 2 tenors, a baritone, and a bass singer. Their harmonies, their sound, and their performances were just amazing. I mean, just stunning harmonies. They layered their harmonies. They weren't just single harmonies. So it was beautiful stuff. Just beautiful stuff.
Yeah. So let's talk about those voices. Baritone was Nathan Morris. The tenors were Wanya Morris and Sean Stockman. And unfortunately, Michael McCary had to leave the group because of his MS diagnosis, but he was the bass. And so they continued on as a 3-piece all the way up to today. Since 2003 with the 2 tenors and the baritone. Sounds so good. They are considered by many to be the most commercially successful R&B group of all time, holding records for album sales over 60 million and holding the Billboard Hot 100 number 1 spot for extended periods. So Boyz II Men, still going strong. Love them. Great choice, by the way, for Water Runs Dry. I gotta say.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the music video. So you did watch that again.
Yes, I did.
What did you think of the music video?
The video was very dated. Not only that, but they look so young.
Right? Yeah, they do.
They look so young.
Well, and this was later on though. Like this was their second album and then their 4th single. So we're talking like 95 when they filmed.
Yes.
Yeah, so even then. It's in a desert setting because when you think of dry, water running dry, you think of a desert, right? 81 million views on YouTube. And then the video begins with some echoes of their single, I'll Make Love to You. It's in that little ball thing that is being held by the person in that video who happens to be Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks is in this video, which is crazy. So in a 2019 interview with the Recording Academy, Boyz II Men member Nathan Morris said that the music video was one of his 2 favorites out of all the videos of the group that they've ever made. It was directed by Wayne Isham. It was filmed in the White Sands National Park in New Mexico. And you can tell the White Sands there. Very, very cool stuff. Features a woman played by Tyra Banks walking through a desert holding a glass ball. Camera zooms in on the ball to reveal the aerial view from a helicopter. Boyz II Men standing atop a sand dune inside the ball. Shots of string orchestra and guitars playing along, interspersed throughout as the group sings the song. Clips of both the woman and the group walking and running around across the dunes are also shown. Some scenes feature a rippling effect, so that you can tell the mimics water. So you can tell they really went for the effects there with that. So kind of cool. And then the video ends with the woman holding the glass ball once again, and the camera zooming out to show her watching the group walk away inside of it. So it did receive 2 MTV VMA nominations for Best Cinematography and Best R&B Video at the 1995 MTV Video Music Awards. So I gotta know, are you ready now for these lyrics? Because we've got some lyrics, and I'm going to read them in a dramatic fashion to you.
So ready. I got to hear this.
Okay, Seth, here we go. And I do have a surprise for you coming right after the lyrics. So stay tuned for that. First one goes right into it. We don't even talk anymore. And we don't even know what we argue about. Don't even say I love you no more. Because saying how we feel is no longer allowed. Some people work things out. And some people just don't know how to change. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We might watch our whole lives pass us by. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We'll make the biggest mistake of our lives. Don't do it, baby. Now they can see the tears in our eyes, but we deny the pain that lies deep in our hearts. Well, maybe that's a pain we can't hide, because everybody knows that we're both torn apart. Why do we hurt each other? Why do we push love away? Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We might watch our whole lives pass us by. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We'll make the biggest mistakes of our lives. Don't do it, baby. Some people will work things out, and some just don't know how to change. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We might watch our whole lives pass us by. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We'll make the biggest mistake of our lives. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it, baby. Okay, so Seth, of those lyrics, any favorites of yours?
Yes. So I'm glad you asked, because I wanted to bring this out. When I first heard the acapella versions, I was gonna be like, well, I'm only gonna put the ones in that go la da da.
Nice.
But I didn't.
They have to fill the space, They don't have the instruments, so they gotta fill the space.
I didn't hold true to that one.
Nice.
That's my favorite part of the song. But
Hey,
I love
it.
the lyrics to this song. It's just so
you're gonna
heartfelt.
really love what I've got coming up for you then. So my favorite line is in verse 2, where it says, we deny the pain that lies deep in our hearts. That's pretty deep. That's a pretty deep lyric in general. So I appreciate that. And then maybe that's a pain we can't hide. So good stuff there, Boyz II Men. Seth, are you ready for a parody of Water Runs Dry that I wrote that I'm going to perform right now to you, a cappella style?
Oh, yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right, so I don't know if you want to do like a little bit of a beat, like a boom bap beat in the background.
I had to prepare that for you.
No, if you can't, no, I know this was a surprise. If you can't do it, it's okay, but I don't know if my voice can come through here. I might have to go up or down a few octaves. We'll see. And just know that I'm not a professional singer of any kind. This is a song called Cupboard Runs Bare. Here we go. We don't need to go to the store. We don't need to spend money just to eat out. We'll just end up spending much more. So let's just say fast food is no longer allowed. Some people like to eat out, and those people, they'll never change. Let's just wait till the cupboard runs bare. We've got plenty of good food in there. Let's just wait till the cupboard runs bare. And we'll have plenty mashed taters to spare. And lots of gravy. No. No. We've had ramen noodles each night. But I just ate some sardines and a cherry Pop-Tart. Maybe I'll eat rice cakes and Sprite. 'Cause everybody knows that I'm trying to eat right. Why don't we feed each other a bunch of these shriveled old grapes? Let's just wait till the cupboard runs bare. We've got plenty of junk left in there. Let's just wait till our fridge stock is scarce. We've got 19 cans of soup left to spare. And chickpeas, baby. Ooh. No. Some people always eat out and they must be rich, but okay. Let's don't wait till the cupboards run bare. And let's just start eating out everywhere. Let's pretend like we don't even care. Then we'll go bankrupt in less than a year. Let's do it, baby. No. We have no money. All right, so there you go, Seth. Did you appreciate that? Was that the greatest thing that you've ever heard since your 20th favorite cover version of Water Runs Dry?
I would say that would be in the top 5 for sure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, if you've made it this far, we have to reward you with the fact that we have 20 cover versions of the song Water Runs Dry. And now we must decide, has the song Water Runs Dry by BOYZ II been usurped by a cover version? Seth, what about you? Do you think that any of these covers, including the number 1 cover, Boys Avenue, do you think it's better? Or any of these are better than BOYZ II? Where would BOYZ II's version rank?
Now, I will preface this by saying last season there were quite a few that I would actually say the cover versions were better than the original. However, that being said, the OG, the original, is much better than any of these covers. Nothing is going to beat them on this playlist, from my opinion.
So you would say that nothing compares to BOYZ II's version. I would also totally agree with you. I loved Boyce Avenue's version. It wasn't my number 1. It wasn't your number 1. But it's not BOYZ II's Water Runs Dry. Heck no. No, BOYZ II's Water Runs Dry is still the best version of Water Runs Dry.
For sure.
Absolutely. Okay, Seth. So I think that now is a good time to tell you what we're going to be covering next week on the show. Are you ready to hear the song that we're going to be covering next week?
I'm so excited. I can't.
Okay, I got to tell you, this is our first episode of season 2, so we're not even close to halfway there. But next week, we're going to do a Bon Jovi song called Livin' on a Prayer. And we're going to find the best covers ever of Livin' on a Prayer, and we're going to let you know what those are next Sunday. Are you excited?
Oh, my.
Hey, I mean, It is a classic, Livin' on a Prayer. Do you like the song Livin' on a Prayer? Are you upset that I made that choice?
I'm going to lose a lot of fans here if I give my opinion, but I like that song.
Oh,
I'm not
see.
a Bon Jovi fan by any means.
You're not. But what about the state of New Jersey? Are you a fan of the state of New Jersey? Okay, all right. Well, there you go. So you've won them all back. But anyway, so Seth, where can the good people find us if they want more of the Cover Wars goodness?
You can find us at Cover Wars Podcast on YouTube, Cover Wars on TikTok and Facebook, and you can email us at coverwarspodcast@gmail.com.
Very good. I want to thank everybody for listening and watching and paying attention to our fine program here. And hey, if you're ever out there and you're all alone and you don't know where to go for songs covered by artists other than the original, Seth and I, we've got you covered. Bye, everybody.
Bye.